small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at the beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me. I wanna drive a faster car. Lay my troubles to rest. Blow the smoke through my cigarette. City lights looking fine, and I know this is my time now. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me. Look at the beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Stars, I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at the beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me. small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me. I wanna drive a faster car. Lay my troubles to rest. Blow the smoke through my cigarette. City lights looking fine, and I know this is my time now. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me. Look at the beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at the beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me.
Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to another edition of Griot's Garage YouTube Live, the Holdover edition. I'm Nick.
I'm Sam.
I'm Stevie.
And man, we had a great time last time we were on live. We were here for 2 hours, so we couldn't get to any of the questions, really.
Yeah, I think we maybe scratched the surface with like 10% of the questions that were asked.
Well, we had a lot of awesome stuff to talk about, so we're going to try and take a lot of your questions, and they're not just limited to new products, but based upon our Instagram and Facebook feeds, man, there were a ton of questions as we kind of individually introduced each of those products over the course of the last week. So we got to a lot of them, but this is your chance to put us on the spot and ask us anything you want about any of the products that we offer or the new ones that are in front of us.
Yeah, anything that you asked and didn't get answered, or you didn't get a chance to ask last time, or maybe you didn't get a chance to join in last time, we are here to answer your questions.
Yeah, a couple big points of business. One, if you are selected as a winner, you're going to get a set of Griot's Garage pint glasses to wash away those coronavirus blues. They feature 2 of our favorite trademark designs, Stay Out of My Garage, 30-year anniversary, and then have fun in your garage. Obviously, we live that every day. If you guys are hanging out with us, you're probably having fun in your garage at some point in time.
Awesome pint glasses. I don't even have a set of those yet.
I know.
So
we just started selling them. Our holiday season just begun. Our drop just happened last week. So should be plenty of fun stuff to look at in that catalog. But just another really big point before I lose track. We did have a ton of questions come in about Black Friday. If you want to be part of the Griot's Garage Black Friday sale, we do not do that through our social media channels. You have to be signed up on our email list. You can do that at griotsgarage.com. If you go to griotsgarage.com, there's literally an email slider. You can sign up right away, and you'll be notified of our Black Friday sales. You don't want to miss that.
Yeah, go do that right now. Sign up for sure. There's going to be some awesome, awesome sales this year.
Yeah, and then if you are here for the first time, we would encourage you to subscribe, hit the notification bell, like this video. You're going to have fun if it's your first time here with us. We love interacting with you guys. We'll take any question that isn't too lewd or too political or gets us fired. I don't know how
no
that
politics.
happens. But
We're all sick of politics.
Yeah, no politics, please. But we love dad jokes. We love any kind of car joke. If you can make us laugh, you're probably getting free stuff. And then let's say all the products that we're talking about, if you have a really big interest in one of them, you should go to our website. You can sign up to be notified when that product is in stock. A lot of these will be in stock early December, some of them early 2021. And then the last day for holiday shipping is December 19th. So we'll repeat that later in the show, but no ongoing sales. We're getting ramped up for Black Friday. Obviously, that's next week, so you don't want to miss that.
Yeah, get your orders in before December 19th.
December 19th.
Sorry, December 19th. I almost said 15th. And yeah, if you really like our videos and our lives, feel free to go back on our YouTube channel and go back through all of our videos. Make sure you like every single one, too. Likes help us out a ton. So don't forget to hit
hours
the like
of us blabbing. Generally, there's some good information, but generally we're just, talking heads here. Yeah. So
we don't mind if you mute it, just let the videos play all day long. That's always a great thing to do.
It does help our metrics, so we appreciate that. Okay, we got a couple of questions right off the bat. Ceramic detail spray, ceramic speed shine. And first quick question, what are the ceramic speed shine sizes? So on the counter here, we do have our 22-ounce ceramic speed shine, and we will obviously offer a gallon of that. We actually just produced this last week. We got our scale-up batch and production samples. So this is going into bottles right now. This should be available 12/1. Should we talk a little bit about it?
Yeah, absolutely. We're getting quite a few questions about it. Awesome to see all the enthusiasm about the new ceramic products as well, guys. So thank you for all your questions. Let's see. What's the first?
We just had, let's go into some details. So,
yeah.
I mean, quick questions, concept, right? Okay. Ceramic detailer. Why do you need a detail spray infused with ceramic protection? Well, If you know anything about ceramics in particular, they're a big high solids ceramic that might be applied via vial solvent base. A product we don't currently offer, but you may have already on your car. The first thing that really breaks down is its hydrophobic nature, right? Yeah. And a great way to replenish that is with supplemental ceramic products. We have purported ceramic 3-in-1 wax as a product that can be used that way. However, that is too thick of an emulsion to be used for light duty cleaning. So your intermittent cleaning, if you're abrading the surface with something that does not replenish any protection that you're wiping off as you pull loose dirt and contaminants off, you're diminishing that protection. So using a ceramic detailer actually will help replenish hydrophobic nature of that base coat.
Yeah, perfect way to maintain any ceramic base coat. And then you can also use it over the top of other products as well if you choose to. It's not incompatible with, like, say, a polywax type product, sealant, or another wax. However, as Nick stated, it's going to be best when used over an existing ceramic that's on the paint. And then another feature of it, you can also use it as a decontaminant lubricant for your decontamination process, whether you be using like our Brilliant Finish synthetic clay or a surface prep mitt. And we got a lot of questions where you guys are kind of confused on that direction, which you're not going to want to use that every time you decontaminate, of course. If you're going to be doing paint correction after your decontamination or applying, say, a coating or a wax or a more durable product, you would not want to use the ceramic speed shine as your lubricant. But say you just you have ceramic 3-in-1 down on your finish and you've been driving the car for a couple months and you've picked up some contamination. You don't want to go through the process of reapplying everything. You just want to knock that out and kind of fortify your base. That's where it's a great solution to use with your decontamination process.
Yeah, I mean, to be perfectly clear, we had a lot of questions saying, why would you want to add protection when you're decontaminating? I'm just going to go polish it right off. Well, that's a great point. And to clarify your point, if you're going to do that, don't utilize this particular product. Use our normal speed shine. You're also going to save some money using a product that does not have ceramic polymers in it.
For sure, yeah.
That's a great way if you're a detailer. You're not going to waste money applying protection to something you're going to polish right off.
Yeah, this is our most expensive detailer.
Yeah.
So keep that in
and
mind.
also, just if you have a high solid ceramic coating that has a 5 to 7 or 2-year warranty or lifespan, I mean, that time is going to pass with that on your car, and you're going to have contaminants settle in those pores.
Absolutely.
So in that way, you would be restoring some hydrophobic effect on that ceramic, kind of replenishing that, and also having the lubricity to decontaminate. So that's really the specific use of that. Another great use we found for this, drying aid.
Yeah, 100%.
Right?
Or rinse aid.
Or rinse aid, right? However you prefer to accomplish it. If you like to mist it on a still wet car and dry the car immediately, or mist it on a still wet car, rinse it, and then dry the car, you can utilize it either way. Again, you're adding a little bit of protection in your routine washing. You can do that in conjunction with the ceramic washing coat, and boom, you got a real nice effect. Very little water will be left on that car.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are going to absolutely love this stuff. It's crazy slick. I think we continue being surprised by the slickness.
Yeah.
Jeff was in town this week, and we were all talking about the fat paint feel.
Fat paint. Fat paint. I
Sounds
don't know
a
where
little
the heck
funky,
that
but,
comes from,
yeah.
but it's
you guys will
real.
understand when you try the product.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome. Crazy slick. Really easy to use. Fast flashing. Great lubricity. Just all around awesome. While we're on it, really good question that's been common with a lot of ceramic products these days, but will ceramic speed shine ruin your towels? I would say in general, no, it will not. It's not going to like harden in your towels like a high solid ceramic will. However, any really liquid that's applying protection to your paint has the potential to diminish performance of your towels if you're not washing that stuff out. So like if you're using it as a drying aid, spraying it on, drying it off with your dry towel, you're going to want to wash your dry towel at the end of that process. Otherwise, it will slowly start to reduce the absorbency of the towel as the protective ingredients get built up in your microfiber. So in general, no, it's not going to ruin your towels. Just make sure that you are washing them, not letting it dry in the towel post-use.
All right, we did have a question about, that's great info. Again, I always like to wash my microfibers right after I use them. Right, if you
100%.
put sopping wet microfiber into a hamper or anything, obviously you run the potential of mildew, mold.
Yeah.
It's part of my cleanup. I just throw it right into the wash and then just air dry everything. And I really have not had any issues. But keep in mind, microfiber is such a fine material. Anything that could potentially bond it together, clog it up, lowers its absorbency over time. So just wash them, be diligent, use some microfiber foam pad or microfiber booster. We have a microfiber foam and pad cleaner that we use about 2 ounces per wash in addition to your laundry detergent. You're good to go. We did have a couple questions about the poster. You're going to have to get a pretty funny question in there, or like the best line from The Hangover that we haven't thought of that is going to make us laugh. Somebody asked about the plush edgeless towel. If you look closely at the original movie poster, you know, he's got like a laundry or a hand towel filled with ice that he's, you know, bringing up to ease his tooth that he pulled out.
Yeah.
So that was kind of just to replicate that. We did our very best. That is a live baby too, right?
It is. That is a real baby. That's my son, Aiden.
He was very cooperative.
Yeah, I was pretty surprised how tolerant he was of those sunglasses. We had to rubber band him to his head, so.
Everything for you guys. We're having a ton of fun. If you can't tell, we love doing this.
No babies were harmed in the making of that poster.
Yeah. Simon Davis, before we get off Ceramic Speed Shine, is Ceramic Speed Shine a recommended weekly follow-up to Ceramic 3-in-1? That's exactly what it can do to serve.
Yeah.
It works. One really good question we've had, can it be used as standalone protection? Yes. Is it going to be as durable as more substantial ceramic products? No. It really is meant as your light cleaning, your booster, even more so than the Ceramic 3-in-1 because it does have the slickness to mitigate, you know, abrasion as you're wiping away pollen and dust and other light dirt.
For sure.
Then also it is highly compatible with existing ceramic coatings. Like if you've got something on the car, it's going to work with it. So you don't really have to worry about compatibility. And you can use it on glass, plastic trim, wheels, exterior glass. You know, there's really, we haven't really found a spot where it doesn't work very well.
Yeah, it's awesome. Both of these products are safe on exterior glass. We've had that question a ton, so if any of you guys were wondering that, they're both, of course, safe on virtually all exterior surfaces, paint, glass, trim, chrome, all of the above.
Yeah. And then the True Adonis asked if we want to segue on to another question. Obviously, if you guys still have more questions, shoot, we'll come back and answer them. Is that baby borrowed?
It's not a borrowed baby. We did not kidnap anybody's baby.
True Adonis asks, are there ceramic foaming products coming? And actually, I think that's one of the strongest traits of our ceramic wash and coat, is that we really developed it with versatility of application in mind. A lot of the competitive set has a very specific way they want you to apply it. And if you don't want to wash your car that way, or you've kind of grown away from that method, that essentially limits the utility of that product for you. So
Sure.
we found that really working to find the correct dilution ratios for specific tools was one of our collective goals for that. So you can use it in the foam cannon, and it will be about comparable foam level to our foaming polygloss, which is, if you're familiar with our Boss foaming system, what we advertise is our last step polymer protection. So you're going to get slightly more aggressive water beading, comparable foam out of a foam cannon. But out of, say, a foaming sprayer or a bucket, it's not a very high sudsing formula, but that cannon does actually produce a good amount of foam.
Yeah, it's solid, especially compared to a lot of the other ceramic wash type products out there. You get pretty respectable foam out of the ceramic wash coat. You guys will be happy with that one. And yeah, we got a few questions on whether these are both safe to use in direct sun or on a hot panel. As with most products, you're going to be better off putting them on a cool panel. I would say to avoid streaks and any issues with both of these, you're going to want to apply them out of direct sun and onto a cool surface, ideal scenario. You know, if you're working quick enough, you may be able to get away with it, but it's definitely not necessarily recommended.
Yeah, I mean, some people can't avoid it, right? I don't have much shade where I wash. That kind of just dictates the time of day that I wash. Yeah, I mean, if you're in the sun, but your surface is cool, right? Sun's fading or sun's rising, you're going to be okay. But the combination of direct sunlight, it just is going to accelerate drying. And when you're talking about these polymers that cure with water, you know, you want them to have as much time as possible to bond. It doesn't take long, but if you accelerate it, you're not going to do well.
Yeah, and you'll fight streaks and stuff like that. For, you know, the best product that we have as far as like quick detailers go for use on a hot panel is our Best of Show detailer. That one was actually developed with, you know, a car show field in mind, where you're out there in direct sun, you got to get something down. That's going to be our most user-friendly formula for quick detailing if you're out in the sun.
All right, you guys, I'm itching to give something away, so let's get some jokes coming at us, some funny stuff, or just a great question or two. You guys your chat is active. We appreciate you guys coming in and supporting us. If you have just joined us, our Black Friday deals, you have to sign up for email. You can do that at griotsgarage.com. That's the only way we indicate to our customers our Black Friday deals. We don't do it through Instagram or Facebook. So sign up for our emails. You'll get notified of that.
Got a few guys noticing the missing product back there. It is not multi-surface citrus. That one's up there on the end, you can see. But
yeah, guess another aerosol, and you're going to get a set of pint glasses. We're in a charitable mood, as always.
Come on, guys. It's almost Christmas time.
Patrick Donahue asks, is a ceramic-infused waterless wash possible? Anything is possible with our wonderful R&D team and enough patience.
Yeah, patience is key.
And if there's a market there for us. Again, I think that the ceramic speed shine, you know, obviously you're limited as to how dirty the car can be, but I think that's kind of a waterless solution for the time being. We have more plans, obviously, to expand it. In developing ceramic 3-in-1 wax, we learned a lot about ceramic polymers in general. In developing these two products, we had unique challenges with each of them in the way that they're applied and what other traits they have to possess. In particular, flexibility of application. In particular, fast flashing, slickness. You know, we had a lot of traits we want to get into both these products that create challenges. So there are plenty of other applications that we can think of, and I don't think we're done. We're never done. No, I mean, we're done. We're just going to retire. We're in our 30s, so we got a lot left in the tank.
Oh yeah, plenty of time. And those, I mean, we're creating a system so that you guys have maintenance products to maintain your other more durable ceramic products with. So you put, you know, get your paint decontaminated, get it stripped, put down your 3-in-1, maintain your 3-in-1 with your ceramic speed shine and your ceramic wash and coat, lights out combination, ultra high hydrophobic finish. I mean, contact angle that'll rival some of the higher solid coatings out there. They may not be as durable, but when you're able to maintain it every week with one of these products, it's really no concern of it wearing off the paint. Awesome way to keep your car clean. And I mean, just makes everything easier. I mean, touchless washing.
Yeah, we were just discussing that today too, just kind of putting out a video about our kind of the touchless methodologies that we've developed through the foam cannon and a couple of these.
Work smarter, not harder.
You want a joke? Try competitor X products. Hey, we won't go there. We'll only jab without naming names.
Yeah.
All right? There's plenty of jabs to be made, right? We test a lot of products. As we mentioned, Jeff was with us the last time we were on the YouTube Live. I hope he's watching. I know he told me he got home safe. But we did a lot of product testing for our next round of chemicals that we develop, and we're kind of constantly developing chemicals, but the nature of our job is we need to agree on what we're seeking, right, in a product? What is the exact lineup of traits we want in a particular product? It's hard to do remotely. So when he's in town, we're generally productive. There's also moments of unproductivity for sure. But we had a lot of fun, and we tested a lot of different brands. And I will say that, we do compete against great brands with good products.
Absolutely.
And then we compete with great brands that have terrible products and just have a good brand name. So it's all over the map.
It's surprising what some of these guys get away with. Let's just say that.
Yeah. I guess everything has a price as well.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you can be confident when you're buying our stuff. It has been heavily vetted against everything else out there.
I know. My dad's favorite line to tell me is he brought me into this world, he can take me out. So as a product developer, we kind of know what that means.
Yeah.
He probably would not become, physically violent with us, but
stakes are high.
There's always
stakes
that
are high.
Yeah.
Don't want to upset the big band.
Real quick, I think Kenny D was the first one to guess that the foaming tire cleaner is the missing product from the shelf.
Okay, Kenny D,
Nice.
you're going to win a
Kenny
set of
D.
pint glasses. The missing product was foaming tire cleaner.
Let's make it right. Put it back up there.
Put it up so all you guys stop, itching your OCD.
I had a lot of good guesses. I think I might have been hiding a couple of them, depending on what camera was on. But
All right, Kenny D, I hope you like drinking beer because that would make me the most happy if you drank beer out of these glasses. But obviously they're great for water and a multitude of other liquids.
absolutely. Anything you like to drink.
Yeah. All right, well, let's talk about surface disinfectant. That's one we had some more questions about. In particular, a couple questions we saw coming through: alcohol content, bleach.
0. No bleach, no alcohol in this formula. It is very safe for pretty much all of your interior automotive surfaces, even leather. Really the only thing you don't want to get it on is authentic suede.
Yeah, and suede obviously
Nubuck leather.
is difficult for any cleaner in general because it can
sure.
knock it down. And I mean, glass, it won't necessarily do anything harmful, but when you do have a product that contains surfactants, such as that product, you do run the risk of streaking. So glass, it's not ideal, but look, I mean, the multitude of surfaces that it's safe on, in particular the ones that we tested, we're focused on automotive interior because that's where all of our customers asked us to find a solution.
Yeah, and if you're going to use it on glass, I know back seat windows, kids, greasy fingerprints, you want to get those disinfected and whatnot. If you're going to use it on glass, just follow it up with a glass cleaner, knock out any streaks. Because like Nick said, the surfactants in there can potentially cause streaks if you're not drying them up efficiently. But really, I mean, I think I'm using this stuff on one thing or another at least 2 or 3 times a week now. It's a really easy to use product. No fragrance or dyes. I think the fragrance-free part, I think a lot of you guys will like because most disinfectant products come with somewhat obnoxious fragrances depending on what your preference is. They're usually pretty strong smelling. This is fragrance-free, so it's not going to fill your car with floral or
Yeah, we had some
lemony fresh or anything like that.
We went some weird ways with scents, and we quickly shut that down and just
Yeah.
said, hey, no scent, no dye. I mean, obviously, scents are a difficult topic, but when you're talking about something that, to be used correctly, you literally wet out a surface for 10 minutes. That's enough time for a scent to transfer or make itself present.
For sure.
Especially over the,
Take
like if
hold.
you're doing a seat or your center console or your dash. I mean, generally you're focused on your hot spots, your steering wheel, your gear shifter, whether that be on the tree or down in a center console. Door cards, door handles.
High touch points.
Yeah, high touch points. So no, it does not have a scent, Albert Chavez, and that was kind of part of the plan. So it's very effective. And again, you can use it in a multitude of home surfaces as well. But I don't really. It is not approved for food safe surfaces.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, not food safe. That's a different level of EPA certification.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and again, there are over-the-counter products, Lysol in particular. Those contain bleach and different other chemicals that are germ killers. that are for food safe applications. And quite frankly, we're not trying to compete against Lysol. We just wanted something for the car. So that's its primary purpose.
Kenny D, we share the same sentiment.
Okay. Drinking beer is his favorite hobby next to detailing. You can do those together.
Absolutely.
Yeah. In fact, that's like my favorite thing to do.
Just don't drink too much before you start detailing.
Extreme Details, it is a peroxide-based product. That is the major active, is hydrogen peroxide. So, and the nice thing about peroxide, if you think about it, you may not think of it as a germ killing, but there are other actives within there at a lower percentage that do actually do some of the cleaning, deodorization, and germ killing. And we didn't touch on this, but it is approved for a multitude of viruses, including COVID-19. So if you are freaked out about this particular virus at this moment in time, or you just like being extra clean, or you're a professional detailer, or somebody asking you to disinfect their car, this is a true solution for that. And you can tell them that it is approved for COVID-19.
Yeah, and it's flu season right now, so there's plenty of stuff flying around in the air other than COVID too that you don't want taking root in your car. It's also pretty phenomenal on knocking out mold as well. So if you do get into any sticky situations where something was wet and got left in the car, or you have a leak or something like that, pretty awesome solution for taking care of mold as well.
Yeah, please don't talk about cars leaking right now. I'm in a bad spot. Griot's Motors, they actually fixed my window seals that were leaking into my Jeep, which I had to cut out on my carpet because we live in the Northwest and there's water there every time. The leak stopped there, but when I got in my car at about 5:30 the other morning and hit reverse, I had a dump of water onto my lap from, of all places, the sun visor cup, like where that links up. It literally just dropped onto my steering wheel. And I was wearing shorts at the time because I was going to work out, and boom, my legs were frozen and the car wasn't warm. It was miserable. So that's the pain of owning an old car. It just, you fix one leak and it just pushes the water to another place.
I've been there. I've had a leaky sunroof in the Cruiser. I think this is actually the first. Well, I'm not even going to say it. I'm going to jinx myself.
Yeah. Can you use it as a substitute for mouthwash? Extreme Details, I met you and your family in Indiana. Please do not use the surface disinfectant as mouthwash.
No.
We cannot warranty that, and I do not wish harm upon you or your family. So
don't ingest our products, guys. Just don't do it. They smell great, but don't do it.
All right, Albert Chavez, I've never seen that joke before. My Dalmatian dog went through a car wash and came out spotless.
He came out spotless, but covered in swirls.
Oh. All right, well, Stevie with the qualifier. I was going to give Albert something free because I like that joke. But
hey, I mean, why not?
Albert, you're going to get some pint glasses, all right? Hopefully you like beer drinking as much as Kenny D does. And yeah, we're having fun. All right, any more questions about surface disinfectant? Throw them in the chat. We're going to move on to another. Actually, we've got one other question. Scott Dayhoff. How much does it cost you to test competitors' products? And isn't that kind of like supporting the opposition? I don't know. If a company is depending upon the quantities that we buy to validate, test, and benchmark, they're not doing too well.
Yeah,
okay?
for sure.
We don't really need a lot of any particular product to know what it's good at or what it's not. In fact, I think it's more of a credit to a company if we're buying multiple items from them because it means that we respect their chemistry. So, and that should probably mean that they're a healthy company.
Yeah, well, and I think regardless of whether or not we're supporting a competitor with a small purchase of a product or two during a benchmark test, we can't be blind when we're launching new products. We got to know what's going on in the industry, what you guys are liking, what's working well for you, so that we can make our products better, essentially, for you guys to use. We don't want to use our products and randomly find something in the auto parts store that works better than something that we're working hard to make for you guys. So
I don't think we could consider ourselves experts in our field or in our market at all if we didn't understand the competitive set. And any of our competitors that suggest that they don't use our products or, holier than thou, they're either lying to you or that just proves that they don't know what the hell they're talking about and their products haven't been vetted or compared to anything else on the market, and you should have a high level of doubt that they do what they say they're going to do.
Yeah, it's well worth the cost. Sometimes it can cost a lot. We recently spent a few thousand on benchmark products for a specific project.
Yeah.
So that's well worth it to know what's going on out there in the industry.
Yeah, but I mean, sampling and testing the market is part of it. And obviously, sometimes that's across different industries as well, right? I mean, if we're developing, for example, rotary tools, most of the rotary tools are, for the GR3, there was nothing in that size format, but we needed to know how the big ones operated, what they did well. So we're buying DeWalt's and Makita's big format tools that we really don't have any interest in selling because DeWalt and Makita kind of have a firm grip on that marketplace.
For sure, yeah.
Right? And but you need to know those things. So there are some expensive things you got to sample as well.
Competition drives innovation, keeps things interesting for you guys. So.
Umberto Garcia, let's see. He asked about AutoZone. Stevie was in the process of replying to him. I'm just going to jump in there, Stevie. I am almost certain that AutoZone in Puerto Rico will be carrying that product. I know they did pick up surface disinfectant in all their stores for 2021. So my presumption is that you will see that in Puerto Rico early 2021 on an AutoZone shelf near you.
Yeah, it won't be right January 2021. Typically, they get their stuff around March, April timeframe.
Yeah. Oh no, AutoZone will be early.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
AutoZone will be January-ish,
Good.
depending on supply chain, just in general, right? Everything's a little slow these days, but if you do live in Puerto Rico, I can't wait to go back there. I was only there for a day, and I need to go back to Puerto Rico. Pretty cool.
I've never been.
It is pretty.
Had a couple friends from there, and it looks pretty. Yeah. Let's see, what else we got? Rain in Cali. I don't know. We're not in Cali.
Yeah.
Someone said they just got their yearly free car wash in California.
Oh.
Nice.
Okay.
Missed that one.
Yeah. I'm always happy when I see it raining in California. Just all you see is wildfire news. So,
yeah, for sure.
Beautiful state. Won't go anywhere near whatever else is going on there, but yeah, it's a nice place to visit. Pinoy Car Guy, conversely, do you know of any other competitors that buy your products to test theirs against? I'm certain they do. Again, like I said, if they don't, I would be concerned with their ability to develop quality products.
Sure.
And I think we're really proud of our products, and we know that they can stand up to the stuff they can be. They stand up to stuff that's twice, 3 times the size of their, 3 times the cost sometimes as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, they should be if they're not.
Yeah.
One diecast today is asking if surface disinfectant will also kill computer viruses.
Oh. No.
I mean, you can kill your computer with it, I'm sure. Just
Yeah. You could
dump
probably
it all over it.
clean your keyboard with it. I wouldn't spray directly on your keyboard, but maybe wet a microfiber, get the tops of your keys, kind of moist, and just keep it wet. Again, you're gonna see sanitization, which is again a high percentage of germ killing in a lower dwell time. To claim complete disinfection, that's when you need a full 10-minute wet out before you dry up your material.
While we're on the subject of cleaning keyboards, you could probably use some of our detailing swabs to get in between the keys as well.
Look at you, Stevie.
Nice
All the accessories, just pushing them right in. That's why Stevie is the closer behind the scenes. She's just karate chopping all you guys into submission.
Brutal.
All right, one more reminder. If this is your first time here, we'd love for you to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button and the notification bell. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Griot's Garage. If you are interested in being notified of our Black Friday sale, which starts next week, you have to sign up for our emails at griotsgarage.com. If you're first time here, ask us a question. We'd love to answer it. We'd love to give you some free stuff. And yeah, we love doing this. This is a great way for us to get involved with you, answer your specific questions, and have some fun. So,
Yeah, buddy.
hydrophobicity is a great word. In fact, we've been saying hydrophobic a lot.
Yeah, we have lots of hydrophobic products coming out.
Doing a lot of videos behind the scenes right now.
I used to get given a hard time that I made that word up. I remember the first couple of times I used it in training. They're like, hydrophobicity, you made that up.
Yeah, and lubricity.
It's not a made-up word. Lubricious, I may have kind of made up, but it works.
It's like is there a Fergie song or a Black Eyed Peas song? Fergalicious.
Fergalicious.
Lubricious. All right,
Lubricious.
we gotta recenter ourselves. All right.
A little off topic there. Showing our age too. Talking about
Victor Delgado asks, can you clay your car after the ceramic wash? I would say yes, of course. What we generally advise is if you're going to use one of our surface prep tools, that's a great way to decontaminate your car before drying it off. If you've washed your car, rid it of the majority of above surface contaminants, dump out your wash solution, and then make a clean bucket, clean water, same soap dilution. Probably don't need 5 gallons of soap and water mix, just a little bit, but car's still wet. Take out your Brilliant Finish synthetic clay or your fine or fast surface prep mitt, dunk it in that solution, you can go over your car. Now, if you've just used ceramic wash and coat, in general, again, you're going to diminish surface protection with that decontamination step. So keep that in mind. If you intend to decontaminate, you might want to use a soap that does not contain any protective qualities, just for, again, the simple nature of cost.
Yeah.
Exactly. But if that car is still wet after you've decontaminated it, I would recommend, boom, spraying ceramic wash and coat right on that surface and rinsing it off. Then you'll leave protection behind after you've decontaminated, all while having to dry your car only once, which can reduce your wash and do scratches because you've now washed your car, clayed your car. You've got a really smooth surface to drag a towel across, so that will help lower your abrasion, lower the potential for damage.
Makes it all easier.
That sounds like a pretty good process to me.
Yeah, 100%. Just simple and effective. I had a good question come in. I don't think I've seen this one yet, surprisingly enough, but comparison between ceramic speed shine and ceramic 3-in-1. Ceramic 3-in-1 is intended to be applied to a clean surface. It's going to be far more durable than ceramic speed shine, whereas ceramic speed shine you can use to clean up light dust and dirt. Not excessively dirty surfaces, but light, as you would with a normal detailer. And then it's going to be less durable protection. I would say probably a fourth to a third of the durability that you'll get with ceramic 3-in-1. So best way to do it, put ceramic 3-in-1 down as your base, maintain that with your ceramic speed shine and ceramic wash and coat.
Yeah, I think the biggest difference here is that this is, to Sam's point, ceramic 3-in-1 is too rich of an emulsion to be used for cleaning. It's a great base coat, extremely durable. But again, with all ceramics, the first thing that goes is their hydrophobic qualities. Ceramic speed shine, not only light cleaner, but will be kind of a booster to those hydrophobic qualities. Really, it's almost like comparing high solid ceramics with a base and top coat. That base coat in a high solid ceramic is like a 5 to 7 year product. But then they advertise you should, put that top coat on to increase contact angle, increase surface slickness, and that's really how I see the ceramic 3-in-1 and ceramic speed shine serving each other. They all do great serving an even higher solids base coat, but between the two and then the wash step, you've got a great ceramic regimen.
More questions about rinseless.
Do you see what John Wilkinson asked about pro level ceramic coating? You want to tease that a little bit, maybe?
Yeah, for sure.
So with the recent, John Wilkinson asked, pro level ceramic coating with the recent team up with Cerakote Ceramics would be a game changer or killer. I don't know what he said. I think he's excited.
Match made in heaven. Match
made in heaven. Okay, we agree. And with all of this stuff, we like to be in control of our own destiny, and we aren't necessarily going to. I mean, we set plenty of trends with products, but at the same time, the high solid ceramics industry is established, right? And what we did with Cerakote was recognize a like-minded company that had technology, infrastructure, manufacturing capability, and quite frankly, the same goals as us. and that is to, at some point, enter that marketplace. Now, when I will say when it is the very best product that can be sold. We will not be rushing anything to market. In the interim, again, we've teamed up with them, utilizing their ceramic technology in these 2 headlight kits and the ceramic trim wipe kits, which are exceptional products, not only in their durability, but their ease of use. And so, yes, there will be more to the Cerakote partnership. We are very excited to continue to work with them, and you guys should be excited for what we will do with them.
Yeah, extremely excited. I don't think we've been that excited for development projects in quite a while. Well,
No, and again, I mean, the one, at some point we're going to have to do one of these lives from our Indianapolis facility, just so you all, in particular the people that keep coming back and really make us happy and want to, continue to do this for you, to not only help you answer your questions, but improve your process. But showing you where our juice is made, that's a really special thing. We get to see it. There are real people in the U.S. That work for Griot's Garage that not only are responsible for formulating products from scratch, but monitoring their quality and producing them and bottling them and eventually getting them to you. But we saw that same thing with Cerakote, right? They're not a blender. They're not a rebottler. They are manufacturers. They're chemists. They're innovators.
Yeah, the real deal. And really, we couldn't have found a more like-minded partner to team up with.
Yeah.
And just, very impressive outfit.
So, let's see.
John Blake asked if he needs new headlights for his F350 or if he should use one of our kits. I'd say very good chance the kits will save you several $100s. New headlights are not cheap, but you can always shoot us some pictures. We can take a look at your lights and give you a recommendation on which kit we think would be best for you.
Yeah, the reality is some headlights have completely failed, right? There is a point of no return.
For sure.
And in reality, these headlight restoration kits, we have 2 grades. One is, oh my gosh, I just started noticing my headlights are failing or my lenses are fogging. I gotta get after it. Moderate kit. Wow, they're severely compromised, heavy oxidation that's tangible, if not yellowed or totally chalked up, obscuring your vision. Try the sanding steps, but if that doesn't work, then my conclusion is that they were so compromised that you tried a $30 fix for a $500 fix, right? So you can't save everything, but you can. We've tackled some pretty gnarly headlights in testing these products, pulled right out of a junkyard, been sitting there for who knows how long, and we got some pretty outstanding results.
Yeah, they're very impressive, and just easy. My favorite part, super easy.
John Blake, I've used 2 other brands of headlight restoration kits that haven't worked, almost spent enough. So again, you really have to know, and if Jeff were here, he's very, very experienced in this. But at some point, there is a separation of the coating from the plastic, and I don't think there's anything that is over the counter available that can fix, some situations. However, if you tried kind of quick solutions like something you wipe on as a way to clarify it, that is simply just going to be absorbed by that oxidation at some point. You really do need to remove the failed aspects of the coating, and sometimes you really do have to remove the coating entirely, which could be a 5-step sanding process with machines. You could get into some pretty extreme solutions. So if you're buying something over the counter, just be sure that it's either, if the process doesn't clear up the lens and it's the paint you're talking about that's failing, well, we understand that, right? The majority of our competitive set uses an acrylic paint that is very soft, not scratch resistant, usually lasts a year. The beauty of these coatings is that they will last an enormous amount of time. In fact, we are putting a lifetime guarantee on them because we have no reason to believe that they wouldn't outlast the life of your car, especially if we're talking about a coating that is so compromised it needs a severe restoration kit combined with the presumptive age of that car. It's going to outlast the life of that car.
Absolutely. Super durable stuff. That's a good question. What is the typical development time for a new product? I mean, it can vary pretty widely depending on the product.
Yeah, who asked that question?
Kevin Holtgren?
I think
Sorry
we
if I
better
butchered that.
give Kevin a prize.
Yeah, that's a
because
unique
that's a
question.
great question. We don't get asked that a lot.
No, I don't think I've heard that one before. And yeah, I mean, thinking of it, it's like there's a pretty good variance there. I know. I mean, since I've been involved in product development, it's been almost 6 years. I'd say probably the longest projects that I've been a part of are upwards of 2 to 2.5 years. But on average, probably about 10 to 12 months.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably head on. And really, that's what you're speaking to primarily would be, I mean, when we redeveloped our polishers, that was 2+ years.
Yeah. Something that is like fully developed by us in-house.
Yeah.
So either a liquid or a fully custom hard good like an orbital, creepers, things like that.
Yeah.
Where we're fully, designing it in-house.
And, again, some chemicals, can be pretty quick, right? I mean, just depending on the nature of the chemistry and what we're putting into it, how colors and dyes respond to it. Again, we've said this many times, we're naked here with a clear bottle. We can't hide our chemistry behind an opaque bottle, which the majority of the industry does. And that's not necessarily a terrible thing because they can get a stable product without putting in things that destabilize it, right?
Yep.
But at the same time, that's part of our spirit is a clean appearance with a nice, pleasant scent and a great color. And so balancing all of those things can be difficult. And again, that may not even be the difficult part. It may be everything else about the chemical. So
yeah, and I mean, you go through all this work to get it to where it's at a point where you're ready to put it in a bottle, and then you have 2 to 3 months of stability that you haven't even started yet, essentially.
Yeah.
So stability can add some complexity as well, and like Nick said, the colors and fragrances can definitely throw a wrench into it, depending on what you're up against.
yeah, and then obviously one of the other things is stuff has to work.
Yeah.
It has to
exactly.
meet or exceed all of our performance expectations when we define the scope of a project. We don't settle on something to bring to market. That just is not in our nature. Our motto is strive for perfection in everything. Take the best that exists and make it better. Except nothing nearly right or good enough. If it doesn't exist, create it, right? I mean, I may have taken those things out of order, but that is the Sir Henry Royce quote that appears in every catalog. It's all over the building. We know that that's our standard. And at the end of the day, you guys are the ultimate judge,
Yep.
right? So we use these products ourselves. We don't want to fail you. So if it takes longer to get the product we want, that's fine.
Well, we really take that literally down to even some of the finest intricacies of a product. I mean, the details are important. We're all, here because we like detailing cars. Details are very important, whether it be on the car you're working on or the products that you're using. So,
Yeah.
right down to the labels and the bottles and everything.
And we offer our 100% satisfaction guarantee. You have 6 months. If you're not happy with the product for any reason, you can return it. We stand completely behind our products because we develop them from the ground up and are sure that they are going to perform either as good or better than anything else out there.
Or your money back.
So you guys are talking about sanding processes and specific headlight grits. Just so you're aware, the Severe ceramic headlight kit actually features 3 grits of abrasive. We start at 1,000, 2,000, and 3,000. All of them are included as part of the kit. You actually would start your sanding after your oxidation wipe, which is a solvent that you just unpackage the wipe. You cut off the light oxidation, and then you start your sanding steps. So you've got a lot of steps, but they're all by hand, no power tools necessary. It's a very easy process, and you can get great results.
Money. Peter Torres asked, this is off of the ceramic, but we haven't had many questions on the other stuff yet. So how long does the bug tar and sap spray have to sit before wiping it off? That's a great question, and it's really dependent on what you're attempting to remove. So a fresh, glob of sap or spray of tar is going to come off relatively quickly. I would say if it's still soft to the touch, 10 to 30 seconds of dwell time, and you should be able to wipe that right off. For harder, hardened tar, hardened sap, things that have been on the surface for months, you're probably going to want to let it dwell for, say, 2 to 3 minutes. One of the awesome benefits of ours is it does have a pretty long dwell time compared to some of the other products out there. So it allows you a longer period of time so that you're not having to reapply it over and over to get that dwell time. And that also means the surface is staying lubricated, so it makes it safer when you go to wipe off the tar or sap. If you've ever used a product that evaporates really quickly, a lot of times it'll soften the tar and sap, but evaporate, and if you wipe it dry, you may scratch the finish. So having a little bit of that solvent left behind will add some slip and make it a safer process when you go to wipe it off.
Yeah, I learned that lesson on a very expensive black Mercedes. As a teenager, that put a dent in my summer earnings, I'll say that much.
Yeah.
Luckily, it was curable with just a little bit of polishing, but that hazing from, again, rubbing on a solvent that had evaporated, It was like, oh man, that's a gray Mercedes now.
Yeah.
Luckily, it was just on this little...
I was like telling a funny story. When I worked in the retail store, we had a customer come into the car care school with a pretty new at the time blue Nissan 350Z. He claims that his girlfriend washed it for him and did it, but we all know the my wife or my girlfriend did it story is usually a little bit phony. Pass it off on the one that's not around to defend themselves. But anyways, she had washed it. It had sap all over it. She went inside and grabbed a dish sponge, like a Scotch-Brite sponge, and some goof off. While the car was still wet, she hit all of these sap spots, and they probably parked under trees because the thing was literally, the top was literally covered. When he pulled it into the car care school, it looked like it had light blue polka dots all over the hood, the roof, the deck lid, because she had scrubbed in a circular motion with this essentially like a Scotch-Brite pad, and created these dull spots. When she dried the car, they all appeared, because when it's wet, you can't see stuff like that. And yeah, the guy, whether he did it or not, he definitely was not happy. Luckily, we were able to fix it all for him. He bought a machine and went home and did the rest. But yeah, don't scrub with an overly aggressive material.
All right, Extreme Details, still talking about my hair. One song. Thank you, appreciate it. I love it, still got it. What's the price of these headlight kits? The moderate kit is $19.99. The severe kit is $29.99. See, Prestige Car Care Shop from the UK dropping in. Jeff Cheatham, greetings. I hope to get back to the UK as soon as possible and drink warm, flat beer on a pub in London.
Yeah, I had my first opportunity to go to Europe. Got
evaporated.
on. Good old 2020.
Okay, Hunter Barnes asked what product from this new lineup is your personal favorite? The pint glasses, Hunter, and you should probably have a set.
Absolutely.
All right, yeah, let's give Hunter some pint glasses. No, what I think is my favorite.
Psych.
What?
The pint glasses or the Glencairns?
Pint glasses. Pint glasses. We're giving away pint glasses. What did I say?
You said your
favorite were
I
the
think
pints.
Steve
I
was
would think they're the
surprised.
Glencairns.
No, it's pint glasses. I like the pint glasses.
Can use them a little more frequently.
Yeah, and I just like that they pay homage to some of the old trademarks, right?
Sure.
Just throughout the company's history. It's fun to make, and even though it's been a really crappy 2020 in a lot of ways, this was a special year for Griot's Garage and rounding the corner on 30 years. So we did have some fun designing those, and yeah, I like them. So you're gonna get some. But in terms of the chemicals, I would have to say, oh no, you go first.
Favorite?
Yeah, or Stevie goes first.
Oh, like all-time favorite or new?
Oh no, of
new
these
products?
new of the
Okay,
new
okay.
products.
Sorry, I missed the
Liquid product?
Yeah.
question.
I'd say probably ceramic speed shine.
Okay, so Stevie's ceramic speed shine.
I'm gonna go with unconventional tar bug and sap remover because this has been a void in our line since I started working here. So I'm stoked that we won't have any competitor products on the shelf out in the retail store anymore. And yeah, you always have a need for this stuff. There's always tar and sap that you're up against. So.
All right, well, I'm going to go, I know now. I got my pause. I looked down the line, and it's the one I've actually used the most, which is odor neutralizing carpet and upholstery cleaner. We haven't talked about it enough today, but it truly is an exceptional carpet cleaner. I have gotten all sorts of organic stains out. Again, I've got a 100-pound chocolate lab, a 2-year-old. I cut my, I cut my hand open the other day, got blood all over my jeans. I have not found anything that I can't get out with that and our new extractor product. So I love that product. And with the foaming trigger, it lays kind of out flat. It doesn't oversaturate carpets. So makes really quick work of the cleanup. My Jeep, again, I've been talking about the water issues and just like how musty it smelled when I treated the entire interior with that product. It just felt clean, just wonderfully clean without any obnoxious scent. So I really, really like that product. You guys are going to love it.
It's a good selection. Carpet has always been one of my least favorite things to clean, and this really makes it a joy for the most part.
Yeah.
Our childish video team was laughing about your organic stain comment back there, but there's a wide range of organic stains. We both have children.
Yeah. Stuff happens.
Puke, spit up.
Yeah.
Pee.
We've got children working our.
Doesn't always mean there's foul play going on, guys. Come on now.
I appreciate a couple comments about spending time with us. We love doing this. We love spending time with you guys. I did see a question about has this kind of created more time or less time for us to test? And I mean, we had a busy. If you're looking at this, lineup of products, that's a lot of time dedicated to testing. I mean, again, in just our standards, with these two particular formulas, the wash and coat, it was more than 70 iterations, right? So, and to observe that product, we had to set up a multitude of surface scenarios on different cars. So, we spent a ton of time testing this year, but we've had a good year at Griot's Garage. We have kind of weathered the storm and been successful. So. We have not really slowed down that much, and for us, a lot of our Tacoma operation is working remotely, but as we mentioned earlier, we have to have eyes on the same products so we can validate performance as a team. So it really hasn't, there's less people in the building, but for our team, we've been here. We've been doing hands-on work. That's the nature of our job. We must see and vet and validate products.
Yeah, we're always testing stuff regardless of the year. So, I've definitely maybe had a little extra time since there's not so many folks in the office. But.
Okay, we had a couple other really specific questions. We had a Stinky Be Gone question, and then we had a question about the trim and detail coating. Durability, it's going to be, I'd say, about 3 to 4 car washes or about a month and a half of just normal weather. It's super... part of the aerosol aspect is it's super easy to apply. And one of the nicest things about it, it is a very satin finish. It's dry to the touch and non-greasy. So those are some of the best traits about it. I think I've spoken to this before, but the best areas I've used it on are the faded black grill that I have. It's a black plastic grill on my Jeep, and then the honeycomb plastic grills on the bottom end of my front bumper on the R32. Just very, very nice finish, very, very easy to use, and doesn't necessarily attract dirt and dust because it's not greasy.
For sure, yeah, it dries to the touch. Very fine atomization too, so it really gets into the nooks and crannies well without you having to come in with a swab or an applicator to finish off those areas. It's also great under the hood. And I would say, depending on how the surfaces are being maintained and cared for, you could definitely get longer than that if you're taking care of them well also. So quick too. And
404 Not Found, he said there are some problems initially with the new G21 and G15. Has there been any changes? In particular, we have had a couple of challenges with our new long throw orbitals. First was getting them. Right? We've had an enormous impact to our supply chain just worldwide. Components, shipping times, all have been challenged. So that was one aspect. We launched those in in our spring season, and we didn't even have them till our summer season. And then on top of that, we had a challenge with the backing plates. We designed a very, very intricate backing plate where we brought the same concept of our fan-cooled counterbalance into a backing plate, when a backing plate has to be flexible and move across surfaces and also have Velcro and all the heat channeling. It was a complicated piece, and initially we did have some problems with that, which we since have cured. So I know we had a couple people complain early on about heat as well, and we looked into those concerns, and there was not enough there for us to warrant it. And part of that tool is it is CE certified. They don't give you that certification if you have heat issues that are harmful to a human, and we do. That has not been a plague. We have not seen any actual data outside of a few instances where people were complaining about that. So we're very confident in the tools. We put a lot of hours on them at this point, and the backing plates are fantastic. So we worked some of the kinks out, and we are still coming back and getting in stock on them. So
yeah, if you guys can get one, you'll be very happy with it.
Yeah.
Get on the website and order them now.
Tacoma store shut down. Tacoma store is not shut down at all. We do have limited capacity.
25%.
25% capacity, but if you've ever been to our store, it's 8,000 square feet, okay? Our capacity is enormous. So
plenty of room
yeah.
for you to keep 6 feet between you and your friends.
You're pretty much at any given time probably not able to throw a baseball at the closest person to you. Maybe that's an exaggeration, right? But it's a big store, and we are still operating. We do have limited hours. We're not open on Sundays, but we are changing our hours for the holidays. We have all of our holiday items in stock there. And yeah, you will still get some help coming through.
I think we're currently still open until 4 p.m. Monday through Thursday, and 5 p.m. on Friday and Saturday, closed on Sundays.
Yeah.
If you're local. Jeep 814 asked a question that resonates with me. He asked if we will be developing a heavy-duty wash for off-roaders or guys that get their stuff really dirty. I take my truck off-road quite often, and our foaming surface prep is phenomenal for getting off heavy dirt, mud, whatever else you might be picking up on your off-road adventures. So especially when you pair it with a foam cannon, it's super easy, super quick. Great way to clean up your four-wheel drive, your dirt bikes, your quads, side-by-sides, whatever it may be. Definitely check that stuff out.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely for the gnarliest jobs.
Yeah, well, that's pretty much what I use exclusively when my Land Cruiser's filthy, and it's just so easy. Cleaning a muddy truck is not fun typically, but it makes it very easy, especially if you're using a foam cannon and a pressure washer. Just blast it right off. Good way to go. And then you can clean your driveway right afterwards, get all that mud out of there.
Real quick, you did briefly mention the Stinky Be Gone desiccant bags that Patrick, I believe Donahue, had asked about. Those are great desiccant bags. They utilize bamboo-activated charcoal, which will absorb not only gases, but also liquids, which will help absorb moisture as well as odors.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if there's anything
this
else.
is the perfect time of year to have not only a desiccant bag, but also a Stinky Be Gone bag in your car. I know as soon as we have some here in Tacoma, I'm going to be putting at least one of each in both of my vehicles.
Yeah.
The rain, the wet months tend to bring in the stink a little bit, the funk. Get the funk out.
Get the funk out. Get your Stinky Be Gone. Can you use the trim and detail on tires? Yes, you could. I don't think it's heavy enough for it to be an ideal tire dressing. It's a very thin aerosol, so typically our tire dressings are going to be a little bit. That's about as best I can describe it, right? It's thinner.
Yeah, it's thinner. It's not going to be quite as durable on a tire. I mean, I would say like if it's a fair weather car that you're not taking out in the rain and stuff like that, it'll last. But our tire products are developed specifically for your tires, so they're going to be the best way to go. But yeah, it's not going to hurt your rubber, that's for sure.
No, you definitely can use it. It's just not going to be as durable as the tire-specific dressing. So that would be my best speaking, or
we had another question. I don't think we've hit on this one yet, but the gloss or the finish level, what kind of finish does it provide? I would say it's satin to low gloss, depending on the substrate you're applying it to. Yeah. If it's textured, it's going to dry more satin. If it's a smooth substrate, it'll be satin to a low gloss. You can dull that down if you prefer more of a matte or satin look and it's a little too glossy for you. Just come in with a dry microfiber. You don't want to wipe it off, but just very lightly float the towel over it, kind of brush off that top layer. It also self-levels really nicely. If you're doing like a big hood cowl or a big trim piece under the hood or something like that, and you accidentally over-apply to a certain area, you hold it on for too long or anything like that, just let it set. And normally that'll self-level out to a nice even finish for you.
Yeah, and still on trim and detail, Andrew Arbo asks, what about overspray on your trim aerosol? I'm getting away from aerosols because of overspray in favor of creams. Now, I would counter that there are just simply some places where you're not going to do a cream application.
No,
okay?
and if you do, it's going to be
You're going to drive yourself nuts. And that, like, when the honeycomb on the Golf is 4 feet wide, and about 500 individual cutouts. Now, I used to, when I was in college, go by hand with a towel and vinyl and rubber dressing and do that. I was a crazy man. This is a great way to simply, like Sam said, apply a flat, even coat of protection and just a consistent look without having that obnoxious thing. Now, yes, you could get some overspray. But
much easier to wipe off overspray.
Way easier
to get in there with a swab
Spray
or
a little speed shine on a towel and wipe that right up. If your car is clean, you could probably just take a soft, clean microfiber towel and wipe that overspray off extremely easily. So I will take the overspray versus the hand application in a multitude of surfaces. Now, if you're talking about, say, a flat, say a window trim or window rubber
adjacent to paint or glass.
Sure, you could use our swabs and a dressing and apply those by hand. But for intricate detail, for intricate spaces such as honeycomb grills, engine bays, anything that is a larger black area or trim area that's supposed to be dark black, that's really the convenient way to do it.
100%. Make it easy on yourself.
Once again, we're going to hit the necessaries. If it's your first time here, thank you very much. Be sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and like this video. We work for likes. We give free stuff for likes. If you're trying to find out information on our Black Friday sale, you need to sign up for email at griotsgarage.com. We do not promote our Black Friday sales through Instagram or Facebook. So you're going to have to sign up there. It's going to be a great sale. All of the new products, if you have a specific interest in any of them, you can go to their product pages. They are all live on the website and sign up to be notified when they are in stock. And then the last day for holiday shipping, yes, we're already thinking about holiday. It's not that far from now. It's a month from now, even if the government cancels Christmas. Sorry, no politics. Is December 19th. So just get your orders in if you want to make somebody happy for Christmas.
Yeah. Get them in, guys.
I do have to say, we live in Seattle, or Tacoma, right? Strong difference to anybody in the Seattle-Tacoma area. Tacoma and proud down here. But there is a Seahawks game kicking off in 15 minutes, so we are going to be wrapping up in about 5. So if you've got last-minute questions, I think we got to give away another set of pint glasses. But send us your best stuff now, because I'm going to start having an anxiety attack, because that's generally what I do for 60 minutes and hope that Russell Wilson pulls it out in the last 3 minutes, like he tends to do so well. But yeah, I'm going to have to do that. So
yeah. We gotta get Nick out of here to watch the game, or tomorrow won't be a good day for the rest of us at the office.
Yeah, I love you guys, but seriously, my Hawks, they make my heart beat too hard, and I won't be pleasant to be around if I don't know what's going on.
Let's see. Todd is the man. Does your black satin tire coating contain silicones or petroleum distillates, or is it water-based? I've seen a lot of confusion out there about tire dressings and people thinking that because it's water-based means it does not contain silicone. That is not true. The vast majority of water-based dressings do contain silicone. Just because it's water-based does not mean that it does not have silicone in it. The two main differentiations in tire dressing are solvent-based and water-based. The vast majority of both of them contain silicones. Yes, all of our tire dressings do contain silicone. Silicone is not bad for your tires. It is not bad for your paint. It is in the products designed to add gloss, add protection, add durability, keep the product on your tire, so on and so forth. So do not think the silicone is bad. There are situations that you want to stay away from it, like if you're repainting a car, but it's not the end-all be-all. So just had to get that one out there.
Yeah, I mean, again, to be clear too, there are varying levels of silicones for different finishes.
And varying qualities too.
Yeah, in particular, and that is a great point as well. Look, if you're paying $3 for a tire dressing, you're probably going to get a low-grade yet silicone-rich product that will be sling and probably do some of the negative effects you associate with silicone. I can tell you, I know in particular, it's a commodity that swings violently in terms of its cost, but we insist upon quality silicone. And then also, there are varying levels between our product lines. If you like a really high gloss product, you're going to be on the upper end in the black shine category. If you like a satin finish, like I prefer, black satin or long-lasting tire dressing. If you prefer a natural look, that's going to be our vinyl and rubber dressing, which has an extremely low content of silicone, if we can really even acknowledge that it is a % ingredient. So I didn't know that football was still a thing. I haven't watched a ton of football outside of the Seahawks, and I just am in love with them, so sorry.
There's no other team to watch, really.
Yeah. They're easily the most interesting team. I wouldn't watch any other team. At least it's not the Jets or the Browns. Come on.
Let's see. Got any good last-minute questions coming in? Comparison between ceramic speed shine and ceramic 3-in-1. Rewind the live. We answered that one previously.
Yeah, that's Jonathan Garza just asked a good question. That probably should be our last question. And then if 100%. We can find a joke in there, we'll give that person a pint glass or set of pint glasses. But what is the difference between the foaming carpet and upholstery cleaner and the spray carpet and upholstery cleaner?
So got these two guys right here. I'd say primary difference right off the bat. Better odor neutralizing technology. This will knock out odors, but it's not quite as capable as your trigger spray is for gnarly odors. Your aerosol is going to be a richer foam. So although this does have a foaming tip, it's a I don't want to say this is a drier foam. This is sorry, you were going to say this is a wetter foam.
Yes.
Drier foam.
Yes.
Yeah. So I would say that's definitely true.
Okay.
They both foam very well, but you're going to get a little loftier, drier foam here, whereas the spray is going to be slightly wetter foam. But I think the odor neutralizing technology is the biggest difference. This is going to have stronger odor neutralization. This does have a light fragrance added to it as well. It's a nice, very pleasant, like orangey citrus fragrance. This does not have any fragrance added, so that's another good difference if you prefer fragrance or don't prefer fragrance.
I will also say, obviously, you touched on application, but one big difference is spray pattern.
Yeah.
So like with the aerosol, it's delivered upside down and it's a much broader fan. So I found it to be ideal. Again, 100-pound chocolate lab. Luckily, he's old enough where he doesn't really have a lot of accidents, but you can imagine the volume that one of those things creates and a broader stain and being able to treat a larger area. If you were to pull your floor mats out for a carpet treatment, it would be my preferred product to do that. Again, pair that with an extractor to keep your moisture down. But I really prefer, like I said, I've encountered a lot of organic stains that have made me love the odor neutralizing carpet and upholstery cleaner, but they're more spot stains, right? Like I said, blood on my jeans, just a couple little spots that I was treating. And in that sense, I just had the option of application preference there, right? But you can show the fan too.
That's a perfect statement there for sure too. So just to show you guys a spray pattern real quick, the aerosol is a vertical spray, so you can hold it upside down. You get a nice wide pattern there. Excuse me. And then you have, this is the foaming sprayer. This is a sample. They will be red and white when we launch this, but this is going to produce more of a kind of a stream. So out of all the foaming sprayers we tested, I think we tested about a dozen. This one produced the best, driest foam. They all had somewhat of a stream, so it's difficult to get a fan with a trigger like this. But you can see, both have great foam dwell. Just one is a slightly wider application. The other one's going to be a little narrower, requiring you to spray a little more to cover a larger area. So like Nick said, this one's going to focus on a spot better. This one's going to be a large area clean a little better. And then your preference between aerosol or trigger and fragrance or no fragrance.
Okay, we got some jokes coming in. Taylor, CJ, you retracted your message so I couldn't see the punchline. I'm a little sad about that because it was about a one-legged waitress. I'm sure it was inappropriate.
That one sounded funny.
I have a practically new old stock 32-year-old Dash I need to put in my car. What is the best product to keep it from cracking like the original one did? Just a protectant with UV protection in particular. Put a sunshade up. Anything you can do to keep that car out of the sun, or again, utilize a cleaner that has some UV protection component in it. A protectant does not necessarily mean UV protection, so please validate that. For us, that would be vinyl and rubber dressing, which again is a really nice interior finish, not extremely glossy, will provide UV protection. Or if you want a matte factory finish, interior detailer, it does contain UV protection. Kevin Lewis, you're going to win our last set of pint glasses because I get to poke you a little bit. You said you got to love the Cowboys, and that's the biggest joke I've heard all night. So you are going to get a pint glass for being a good sport and participating.
Please come back, Kevin.
Yeah.
We love you regardless of your affiliation with the Cowboys.
I do appreciate your loyalty to your team, and even though they're a bit of a dumpster fire this year, I really like CeeDee Lamb. You got some young talent there. I like your linebacking core. They got to pay Dak, but man, that was a brutal injury. But yeah, sorry, man, you're a Cowboys fan. You got a rough go of it. But thank you, everyone, for watching. Once again, if you still have questions on our new products, you can tune in a couple weeks. We're going to do this again. Richard will be back on December 17th. The Santa and Elf giveaway will happen again. And Black Friday is next Friday, so sign up for our emails so you can be notified of when that sale starts.
Yeah, and get your holiday order, get your Christmas orders in, get your holiday orders in.
12/19, last day to order.
Stuff's running out fast.
Hey, thank you guys so much. Have fun in your garage.
Have fun in your garage.